Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I see all my friends here this morning. Good morning. Let's take 2 or 3 minutes for everybody to get together, say hello to each other. Please push the like button. Please push the like button. There are a lot of people watching this show right now. Thank you for being here and being part of it, everybody. Y'all are the ones that make it happen. You know what I mean, Mars. Deborah. Say good morning to each other. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow, a bunch of people are going to be meeting each other in the hills of Tennessee late in the evening. We'll do our very best. We're going to film a lot of stuff and share. So those that aren't there can be there. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all. Penny Pack. I'm really looking forward to this one. I need a break out of here, but I think yeah. Good morning. Say good morning to each other. 35 people, 33 likes. You guys actually know what you're doing here. Some of y'all know what you're doing here. Sharon, it's almost like they go on and they push the like button right away. Penny, get Ted out of the house. Get Ted out of there. And don't let him go back and check the locks like 15 times. Tell him, Pop said 3 is the most you can go back and check the locks. No more than 3 times. Okay? That'll be the max. No, you know what I'm talking about, Penny. Tell him. You tell him Pop said, good morning. Alan, you got to go check and see if the bathtub water is still running. Oh, poor Penny. Penny shared with me once she can't leave the house. There's a lot of anxiety about leaving the house. With the beautiful Ted. I love Ted. He heard you, Ted. I'll give you a high five Friday. Get out of the house. Good morning, everybody. Jesus Christ is shaking while drinking the hot dog water. You know, we were going to use hot dog water as holy water in our church, in the Mushroom Church. What do you think? What do you think? Hot dog water would be our holy water, Higgs. What do you think? At the Mushroom Church. And then instead of incense, we'll use beaver scent. We'll use castor oils from the beavers. We all know what happens with the beaver butt. It'll be vanilla scented. Oh, that's good news, Michael Brown. That's really good news. This thing was ready to go when it went. Good job. I like hearing that. Little beaver butt behind the ears. Yeah, at baptism, they rub a little beaver butt on top of the kid's forehead. Okay, but it's a real beaver. See what I'm saying? They're going to end up using a real beaver. Okay, I'll show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Beaver butt. Oh, don't break anything, Pops. Okay. There we go. You guys ready? What is this? What could this possibly be? Did you guys just look? Did you guys just look up something very personal? Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. Oh no. Oh, don't think nerdy. Was that you, nerdy? Remind me. Remind me. Was that nerdy? I want you guys to know that the original Buc-ee's, if you go to Buc-ee's and you buy one of these for your children, I knew it was nerdy. You buy one of these for your children, just full disclosure, it's not going to have this spot. They do a good job. They just sew the whole thing up and they act like it's a normal stuffed animal. Okay? Prison wallet. That's so creepy, Grady. Okay, here's what happened. Nerdy has a nerve. Nerdy, we should just start calling him Nervy. He went and did an operation on this fella. A buttectomy. He did a buttectomy. And what he did was he added vanilla flavoring to this. He put like this vanilla flavor in here. Every time you push this, squirts vanilla in the air. Vanilla flavoring. I gotta say, it's pretty disgusting, but it's hilarious. That is pretty darn funny. A buttectomy. Oh, I know another ectomy joke. Can I say it and not get in trouble? Okay, no, seriously, you push that thing, and he's planted vanilla flavoring in there. Buttectomy. This is a bad joke. This is a bad joke. Especially with the LBGQTFAX community. Kimberly, I have a problem, and I'm not being facetious or rude or anything. Sometimes I forget which letters belong. Sometimes. And I'm not trying to be rude because some of you, I have I'm quite progressive. And I love everybody. And I don't care about your sexual preferences. That's your business, and it should be your business. I don't want it to be mine. All your other business I want to know, but not that part. I could care less. Okay? It's just that we're Homo sapiens. We have urges and stuff happens. Who cares? Okay. Love you just the way you are, Sharon. L or a G or a B or a Q or a T or an F or a Y, Z. Who cares? Okay? Get out of it. Don't worry about it. Don't make it something that separates us from one another. Can you believe that? We take stuff like that and we turn it into separation? What the hell is wrong with us? I can't be around that guy because he's this one. Oh, no. So you're the judge. You're the police of my bedroom. Get out of my bedroom. Okay, so that's my personal opinion. Okay? And I'm not looking to make this an opinion thing. I'm just telling you that we don't do politics. I'm just trying to let you know up front that I'm not biased in any way, but I'm going to tell a joke. I'm going to tell a joke that's pretty funny. Maybe I shouldn't tell this joke on public. Never mind. I'll tell it. No. It was going to be, no, I can't do it. It was going to be a funny joke, but you have to be in the right place. And I don't want to get canceled and I don't want to upset anybody. Yeah. I don't know. This is one of those ones where if you don't like me, you're going to boo me off the stage and I'll cancel my next performance. I have to start giving tickets back. Stuff like that. Yeah, Herbie, I'll save it for the fire pit. Yeah, okay. All right. I wasn't even going to talk about it anyways. Okay, it's a shame when you can't tell a joke. And it's just a joke, but it's funny as could be. Okay. I'll tell it at Mushfest when I won't get in trouble. Okay. I promise it's funny though. Okay. It's almost like who does Polish jokes anymore? Are you allowed to do Polish jokes? Morons. You're not allowed to do there's so many that you're not allowed to do. We used to make them up. Back in the day, I speak Spanish. I love Latin women, Latin people. I grew up in Southern California. I grew up around Latin people every day of my life. I learned to speak it on the streets, on la calle. That's where we aprender español en la calle. You learned it on the streets with the homies. Okay? So this one I'm going to go ahead and tell anyways. A lot of you guys have heard. Do any of you guys remember lowriders? Any of you guys remember lowriders? Michael Brown down. Lowriders were like the coolest thing. Lowriders was the car, but it was also a type. Like a greaser, but not. They were lowriders. They wore certain clothes, always button the top button on the Pendleton. You know what I'm talking about, that guy? Long white socks, 64 Impalas, and then they put raise kits on them. All of that. They were in my neighborhood. 2 blocks over was the lowrider hood. Our neighborhood over here was the Orange Groves. We were like surfery, and there was literally, why am I telling you all this? Lowrider. I wish I could play that song. That song is so good. Low rider can ride a little higher. Which one? What is that one? Lowrider song. That's a great song. Anybody know why? Let me think about it. Let me think about how to say this without upsetting people. Viva la raza. Get a little lower. Viva la raza. Anthony, that's a great song. In the hood, when you're around the lowriders, why did handcuffs not work on a lowrider? The guy. Why did the handcuffs not work? Because their steering wheel's already so small as it is. They have no problem driving that thing. Guys, remember the steering wheels on those things? They usually made them out of chain or something. They're this big around. They could still drive, no problem, Herbie. Okay, it was a chain. Remember, Marmar? All right, one more. Why don't Mexicans have barbecues? Because the beans keep slipping through the grill. Imagine having a barbecue with beans. Okay. See, here I'm going. I'm not being racist. Okay, I have a small steering wheel in my head. I'm thinking about the beans slipping through the grill. It happens. Okay? Lame. Why do we open tamales? It's hot today. See a tamale. Okay. Let's get serious here. Excuse me. Mushfest is coming. 2 more days. Wow. Tomorrow, actually, late in the afternoon. Oh, I have all kinds. I have a bunch of really rotten, no good jokes. I think I told you the one about the how many people does it take to put in a light bulb? How many people does it take to put in a light bulb? In California. One. He's a USC football player and he gets 3 units for it. Yep. He's halfway through the semester already. Okay? Easy. Halfway through the semester, kid. Hike! Hey, Key Rin got that one. Good morning, Waz. Waz sent us, the group here, a lovely donation that we're going to be able to put towards the steaks that we're going to have at Mushfest. Waz, 3 or 4 of those steaks are going to be on you. Maybe more. Guys, thank Waz for the steaks. Appreciate it, bro. It was really kind of him. Just this morning. Boop. Thank you. I'm going to do a couple of rando factos. We're going to talk about mycology actually today. Yeah, thank you for thanking Waz. And then I want to do a couple of rando factos, actually ridiculous, unnecessary information. Let me read a little unnecessary information. We'll talk a little mycology. We're going to do a love reading. We'll spray each other right before we leave. We'll spray each other with Bucky Butt, Bucky the Beaver Butt, and then we'll move on. But before I go much further, new people, you haven't won here recently. You're new or you haven't won recently. If you've won recently the last 2 or 3 weeks, step aside. Don't participate. Okay? You know who you are, and I don't want to be the policeman. But I'll kind of know. If all of a sudden somebody wins, and I'm like, I sent this guy something last Friday. It'll be uncomfortable for me. I'll do it anyways. But it would be better if you just weren't even in the game. Okay? So if you haven't sent me your address recently for something, participation would be appreciated. Here it is. 1 through 50. Give me 3 numbers, 1 through 50, and see if one of them is correct. Okay? Let's participate with just those that haven't really won anything recently. How's that sound? Okay? If I've sent you something recently, I don't really want to send you another something right now. I'd rather send somebody new something. Okay, I'd rather save it for somebody that hasn't. Like Full Melts, that'd be perfect. Full Melts is the perfect person. Full Melts said 5. The answer was 5. Full Melts, you're a winner today. Well, you're a winner every day. Don't kid yourself. But I'd like to send you something today. Hey, you guys have been doing a great job of getting me your address right away. I appreciate that. I haven't had to go pops on you in a little while. Full Melts, you're going to send me your address today at the DetroitMushLab.net. Okay, that's all one word. The DetroitMushLab.net. And I'm going to send you this before it melts. 10-pack of Pops Caps. And then this is 3.5 plus grams of Ghost. Pretty beautiful stuff. Let me show you what's in there. Okay, these are pretty cute little containers that we've come up with for Usually I can get about an eighth of ghosts in these. And so for you, it's simple, man. Just boop. You got your stash to go. All right? Full melts. I need that address today, before the end of midnight. And I can send that to you. If you don't send me your address today, it'll melt away. Your name's that practically perfect for that. It's gonna melt away. Jerry, I don't freeze dry. I do freeze dry, but this isn't freeze dried. These are dehydrated. Okay. Let me give you guys some rando information, and then we're going to talk about some mycology stuff. Good news, bad news, mycology. Okay. Wait, before I do, let me ask you guys a real quick question, because Pops wasn't in on it back when it was cool. And maybe it still is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. Help me interpret, what does faux shizzle my nizzle mean? Faux shizzle my nizzle. What does that mean? What's the actual interpretation? Faux shizzle my nizzle. It's nothing, it's stupid. It means yes, my friend. It means you can guess. It means for sure it means yes. It means Jonathan K, for sure, Higgs. You know what it means? The direct translation for shizzle, my nizzle, is for sure, my friend. Those of you that said for sure, my friend, were all correct. Snoop Dogg. Snoopy. Snoop Dogg popularized the hip-hop slang izzle. Higgs, tell me the truth. Did you ever do an izzle? Seriously, I'd see you got the answer right. Were you a for shizzle my nizzle guy? Did you say that to people? I was like too uptight and white. I was like way too white. I'm not nizzling anybody. I'm not going to do a niz. I can't for shiz a niz. Did you ever use it? I'm waiting for my gym partner to tell me if he ever used it. Okay, nope. But I've been a fan of Snoop too, and unfortunately, it looks like Badge disagrees with me. That's okay. I think Snoop's pretty cool. I like how long he's hung on being Snoop. A lot of people, they were their gimmick, and then the gimmick moved on. I think Snoop's given a lot back to his community when he does his football coaching and stuff like that. Snoop Dogg has popularized izzle. It's been around for many years. First being developed by black girls in Harlem who did it to rhyme syllables while jumping rope. Carnies have also used an is dialect for years. If you're a carny, you've been doing the is for years. I didn't know that. Faux shizzle my nizzle. It's fun to just say it. Okay? If you haven't said it in a long time, hey, just say it out loud somewhere in a room where no one's paying attention. Go, faux shizzle my nizzle, and kind of move your head around a little bit. It's fun. Roy, I'm not kidding you. Try it. Anybody that says faux shizzle my nizzle and didn't have fun saying it, let me know right now. Try it. Try it. I bet you at least, come on, man. Moms would kill you if you did the izzle for the rest of the day. Okay? It's fun, faux shizzle. It's faux shizzle, my fizzle. No, how would you say it's fun? Fizzle? It's faux shizzle, it's fizzle. Faux shizzle, it's fizzle. No? I don't know. Let's move on. I'm going to start calling my wife. Moms, I love Snoop too. I think he's like grown as a person. And it's okay if he makes some money doing what he does too. But I think he gives a lot back. Faux shizzle, he gizzles. I can't pull it off, Anthony. Anthony, help me this weekend, okay? The long and short of it, there's some really tall actors and actresses, and then there's some shorties, okay? Faux shizzle. Brooke Shields, Uma Thurman, and Jordan Sparks are all 6 feet tall. 6 feet tall. Now you guys are going to all izzle for the morning. It's kind of cool. Bill D, you're never going to reach that life goal. I'm sorry. Bill D's life goal is to outsmoke Snoop. That's like trying to outsmoke Willie Nelson. Not going to happen. Not going to hizzle. Happen, hizzle. Not going to hizzle. Clint Eastwood, Chevy Chase, David Hasselhoff, and Conan O'Brien are all 6 feet 4 inches tall. Nurse's husband, 6'8". Wow. I love the Hoff. If there's anybody I could hang out with for an evening in Hollywood, or maybe let's go to Switzerland, Hoff. I want to hang around with the Hoff. Anybody that even has the coolest, that's a nickname. That'd be like calling the Curb. You know, with my last name. I love it. I love the Hoff. Hisselhoff. Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff Hizzle. He was huge in Europe, Anthony. Huge. Baywatch was the most watched thing. I think Baywatch has the highest ratings of anything ever in Europe. They freaking loved that guy. And then he was also, didn't he drive a car that talked? I never once watched that one episode of that show. What was the car show? I remember the car's name was Kit. But what was the name of the show? This guy was, what was it? Knight Rider. That's it. I never once watched a single Knight Rider. Not one. Not one. I don't even know how I know his car's name. You guys are all out of control that every one of you know it. Means, you guys watched that, and then when you're done, what'd you watch? A-Team? I bet you did, right? When you were done, you were watching A-Team. You went from Knight Rider to A-Team to Black Sheep Squadron. I know what was going on around there. I was a big fan. Who wasn't a fan of the Hoff? He was cool. I pity the fool. Remember that guy? I pity the fool. Hey, Cleanie, just so you know, the Black Sheep Squadron that you see on TV, you know what was his name, Robert Conrad, that TV show? That was the squadron I belonged to in the Marine Corps. I was an aviation technician on the Black Sheep Squadron. Yep. And it just happened that way. But I ended up being in that squadron. Because I was in the Marine Corps Air Wing. So, then I learned how to fly. I never got to fly their planes. But being in the Air Wing made me want to learn how to fly. So I became a little private pilot. Some of the pilots, I'm like, God, I could fly better than them. What a nerve. Okay. Howard Stern is 6'5". Brad Garrett, the guy from Everybody Loves Raymond. How he's as tall as Nurse's husband, 6'8". Dolly Parton. Dolly, yes, I am a Dr. IPEC, but not the kind you think. More of one of those types that teach. Dolly Parton is 5 feet tall. Teeny little thing. Mary Kate Olsen is 4'11". Her twin sister Ashley is 1 inch taller than her. You know, I don't care very much about those Olsen twins. Didn't they try to make a big deal out of those? Badgie Dolly is still amazing. Not only is she gorgeous outside, but she's gorgeous inside. Boy, I got a thing for Dolly. Just in not attraction, like, I think she's a walking saint. When the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame says we're going to put you in, she says, no, put those other 2 people in. I don't deserve it. I'm not really rock and roll genre. She backed off. Wouldn't take the spot. Now, there's pure humility. And then what happened? They're like, no, you're getting it anyways, lady. Love it. I'm a huge fan of Dolly and her giving and her overall humility. You know what a diva witch she could be? She could be something crazy, off the chain ego. So you got to wonder how people that rich and that famous can keep their ego under control. Prince was 5'2". Elton John. Elton John's a tiny guy, 5'3". Hey, she chooses to do good with her riches. I think she does. I really feel like that. I mean, for what we know of them, I love her image for me. Dustin Hoffman, 5'5". Interesting. Worthless information. John Travolta, how about this? Let's do a couple of, let's see, we're all sort of celebrating Dolly. That's good. I hope you guys don't mind. We're just rambling to start the morning. We'll do some mycology talk here. It's good and bad news. John Travolta, before they were stars, John Travolta did a TV commercial for Safeguard Soap where he sang in a locker shower with other teens. What? They were showing a shower scene with a bunch of teens in it, and they were selling soap? What? Now there's a commercial that I missed. Ben Affleck. He's trying to find my underwear. He's looking for my underwear. He was in a Burger King ad in 1992, and we all know Pops has Burger King underwear. Home of the Big Whopper. Big Whopper. Ben, give me back my underwear. Sarah Michelle Gellar also appeared in a Burger King ad. I don't think she was looking for my underwear. Jodie Foster was in a Crest toothpaste TV ad in 1970. Bruce Willis hawked Seagram's golden wine coolers. No, this is a good one. All right, I'm gonna do a contest on this one. What actor, before he was a star, guy, appeared in a Pringles ad? Don't look it up. Just try to guess. Don't go looking it up. Pringles ad. What actor? Who was Mr. Pringle before he was something? Who was the Pringle guy? Jumper got it. Jumper was right there. Brad Pitt. Jumper, I need an address from you. I'm going to send you a prize. I'm going to send you an 1/8 from Pops. An 1/8. jumper, I'm writing your name down on it, so I'm going to expect an address from you. Brad Pitt was the Pringle ad guy before he was anything. And it looks like Jumper knew it. It's cool too, because I don't know if I've sent Jumper anything for sure recently. So Jumpy, the Jumpy Jumperton, I need an address from you, and I'm going to send you an eighth of Pop's Ghost. Just because you're a smarty pants and you knew. Brad Pitt appeared in a Pringle ad. Keanu Reeves did a Kellogg's Cornflakes ad. Kirstie Alley, she was a contestant, not one of the stars, but a contestant on the Match Game, and she won $6,000. Vanna White was a contestant on The Price is Right game. Steve Martin and Farrah Fawcett were on The Dating Game, both in 1968. Do you guys remember the TV show Star Search? Do you guys remember Star Search? It was sort of like an American Idol thing. I vaguely remember Star Search. Like they were searching for a star. I think they were searching for stars. Do you vaguely recall that show? Star Search. Did Britney Spears win Star Search? Yes or no? Did Britney Spears win Star Search? Yes or no? Jerry and Penny think not. Moms thinks yes, Lad says no, Carlotta says no, Billy says no. Chris, get out of here with the maybes. A bunch of you guys are saying no's. Well, you're right. Britney Spears lost on Star Search in 1992. I didn't know that. We're going to do a final one. You guys know that Pops loves Jeopardy for various and sundry reasons. Did you know that when Alex Trebek married his wife Jean Caravan and they exchanged wedding vows, Alex answered the question for $200, the wedding vow question, and he said the answer is yes for $200. That to me is absolutely hilarious. I'll take the wedding vow for $200, Alex. What is yes? What? Okay, Alex. I wish Alex was still around, but you know what? I think Ken Jennings is doing one heck of a good job. He's really coming into the host personality and stuff. I think Jennings is doing a heck of a nice job. Okay, let's do some mycology talk for a second. You guys know that Pops has been tracking this box of, I flat packed a box of 1 pound ryeberry grain, right? And I've been taking pictures every day since day 5 and posting them on my IG. So far I have 6 days there, day 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I was taking a picture yesterday afternoon of day 10. And boy, the difference between day 5 and day 10 is huge. Some of you have seen it online. Some of you don't have that. So let me just show you for the people that just watched this show. Real quick, I'm going to show you. That's between day 1. I'm sorry. I started taking pictures on day 5. Okay? So I want to show you this. I'm going somewhere with this info. That was day 5. All right? And you could see where I had squirted into the self-healing port. And I did it on purpose when I injected this bag. I tried to squirt it this way and get it on the surface. I was looking for it to be a surface landing of the LC instead of down into the mix and then swirled around. Because I wanted to see it colonization across the surface. So we were certainly getting that effect. Okay? That's what we were looking for. And after 5 days, you could see it was really showing up nicely. Well, what happens too with this is it as it continues to colonize this way, it's also colonizing down 3-dimensionally. Okay? Not just on the surface, but it's going down. Now remember that this bag, because of the way I have it flat packed, it's not even, it might be about an inch thick. Okay? It might be about an inch thick, the bag itself. So you saw day 5. Let me show you day 10, which is how we started out this morning. There's day 10. That's a lot of progress in 5 days. We're proud of that. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Okay? But if you took a close look at this picture, and let's do that together. I typically colonize my spawn for the grow house in jars. We use jars. Now, as you also saw, we use tubs, and we're moving over to bags on the grow. I'm sincerely considering, too, getting rid of the jars of spawn and using bags of spawn. The major reason for that would be what? So I don't have to clean and reuse the jars all the time. I'd rather just have a bag of spawn. The bag cost me 50 cents, throw it away. It costs more to have them cleaned and we're not talking a few jars. We're talking 150 jars a week. We actually have to have a little drill with a brush. Next. Have a whole little factory line just to keep our jars clean. And then we have to, we do them again and use them over and over. Once a year, we'll replace all the lids so they can have a good seal. But in general, I'm using jars. The reason for that's simple. Storage space. Those jars, when we have them at the grow house, the closets at the house are the colonization chambers. The actual closet. You can close the closet door, it stays dark. I can get the temperature right inside the closet, and then I can start stacking up trays of jars in these closets. At 12 jars a tray, you start stacking your trays, and the depth of the closet, you can get quite a few jars in a storage space. I cannot come close to getting that many bags of colonizing spawn in the same storage space. So, because I don't have the space there to colonize bags of spawn up front, we're sort of, it's working, trust me, but we're losing time and efficiency on the jars. Okay. But I'm sticking with that for now because of space. And as a result, I have not spent a lot of time working with bags of grain. Not a lot of time. Years ago, but, I've been perfecting getting my jar stacks and working with jars and jar. Now we're back to working with bags for the purpose of I'm trying to create a little market. I know this is coming. There's so many people out there nowadays that are growing their own fruit, or the fruit prices, and I'll tell you another thing, the quality, are like ridiculous. They're coming down just like it did with the marijuana market. I mean, marijuana, what can you buy a pound for now? What could you buy a pound of marijuana for? I don't even know, to be honest with you. $300, $400? Something like that. Back in the day, it was like 2,000. You'd have to spend a lot. You can get pounds of weed for almost nothing. Okay? Well, they're starting to do that with our shrooms. Oregon's killing it. And when I say killing it, I don't mean in a good way. I had a guy reached out, Pops, he wants to know my business. Asks pricing. I don't know you from Adam. I'm not going to tell you what I do, how I do it, and what my price. I don't even know you. Well, I'm going to send you a sample. Just so you know I'm legit. I'm going to send you a sample of what we're doing here in Oregon. And then I'll tell you, oh man, we've got great prices. So he sent me a sample. It hurts my feelings to think that there's people in Oregon thinking that that's like really good looking fruit. I imagine that it still works the same, the psilocybin content's the same and everything, but I'm a little bit of a huffy puffy. I like my stuff to look good too. I don't want to just get the effect. I want to know that whatever, there's been quality and attention put into it. When you see this smashed up stuff, or it's like wispy, or just, I can't even tell you, this is me talking, I can't even tell you the crap that's being put out in bulk. It's crap. And it bothers me because this is my chosen, this is what I'm going to do till I go. And then there's so much crap that we're going to start seeing more and more of, and they're going to start driving the prices down, and people are going to look and go, "Oh, that's ridiculous! You want that for that?" And I go, "Do you know what I'm giving you versus what that guy?" And then you start this whole, now I'm fighting for your dollar. I don't want to be any of that. I want everybody to just, can't we all get along? Can't we? And I don't want price controls either, but I want respect for what's going on. And the big weed dealers over there in Oregon, now California, they can't make money selling weed anymore, so they're switching over to marijuana. I mean, over to mushrooms. And what they're putting out is pure crap. And then they're charging prices that are at the therapist level that are ridiculous. And then what happens now, Penny, is your amateur grower doesn't know the difference between this is a really good strain and this is good looking fruit, and then this is not so much. Hold on a second. I didn't pick a bad one. This is the very, 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 very honest truth. This is the very, very best fruit out of the sample bag that the guy sent me. This is Pop's average. I'm not even picking a gun. Just something that's in one of these that I'm sending somebody. This was a sample to show me how great everything's going on in Oregon. What? Thank you. Thanks for the sample. You don't even want to see the rest of the bag. And I'm not making it up. I'm saying we're going to be the controllers of our own quality. We'll be the controllers of our own quality. And then you can sell out and become mushroom shyster, or you can keep your quality and your expectations of yourself up. So now I'm talking. We're back to bags. Here's what I know is going to happen. It's coming in our industry, hobby, whatever community. Is more and more of that's going to happen, and people are going to not. People are more and more fruit is going to be available. It's going to be available, and I'm going to undercut you, and you're going to undercut me, and pretty soon I can get an ounce for $1. Okay. I believe that the future of the industry should be helping you learn how to grow it yourself so you don't have to get that from Oregon or from the dispensary that it's going to be at. The future is going to be in not selling fruit. That's not the future. The future is going to be the guy that can set you up to win. Teaching, a few little videos here and there, but giving you the product and the opportunity to do it yourself and control your own quality / price. So for me, what I see coming, or I'm directing my efforts for the next year or so, is to be the spawn bag guy. I want to provide to the community bags of already colonized spawn. So you get just Michael Brown's telling you right now, goes, Pop, send him a box, it's already pinning. We saw yesterday one of the guy's fruits that came from Soul Man. Boop. This is our practice runs right now for getting boxes of colonized spawn out there. And what that's going to do for you at your end, it's going to cut down all that pre-work. All of that, all the way up to the pressure cooker and everything. Take all of that out. You'll get a bag of spawn, you'll get your substrate, and you'll go straight to colonizing and fruiting. Not that you don't want to know how to do all that, but you don't always have the space, the time, or the availability to do that. So the future, for me, I see coming, be the guy that's providing quality colonized grains. And then there's going to be people, you know what you start getting? I'd like 10 bags, please. Well, yeah, you would. You could get 10 bags, you just knocked 2 months off your process. So that's what you guys have been seeing Pop's working on. And I'm learning as I go. I'm trying to be the guy, but I'm not it yet. I want to get there with my, learning and experience, but I'm not there yet. That's why we're still trying to involve you guys, and I'm getting good feedback. Oh, Pops, it arrived fine, and your shipping, your packing was great. Now, it's pinning, it's working. These are all things, this is what I need to know so we can build this thing. Yesterday, I'm taking pictures. Keeping track. So the bag thing is new for me, is what I'm trying to say. It's pretty new. Trying to do bags, but flat pack them in boxes that they're already ready. All I have to do after it's colonized is close up the box, put a label on it, and mail it to you. Okay? So I'm learning as I go. And I'm trying 2 or 3 different ways to pack them. And we know the one has worked really well, the one we mailed out. And now this one was the flat pack. Let me show you something. That was day 10. But each day, now follow through with this with me. Each day that I took a picture, and you could go back to my IG and you can look at them because I've posted every one of them. Each day, more and more moisture has built up on the bag face, not on top of it, but inside. That doesn't really happen in my jars like that, localized. I might get some moisture, but nothing real localized like this that sits that water that it's creating from the sex that's going on in there. The heat is creating this. And I'm always worried. I'm worried when I look at this that that's going to become contamination center A. That right there looks to me like it's ready to turn green if I don't do something about it. Breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. A lot of heavy breathing going on in there, Jesus Christ. I am not and never have been. And I considered turning it over, Kim, but I think then I'm just laying in the pool of water that I created. So here's all of this to say I've never been, and I just am not, and we don't have to when we're working with jars. I've never been a break and shake guy. I never have. I didn't even plan on being with this. What I did with this bag, this is the same exact bag as you see on the 10 picture. This is the same exact bag. After I took that picture, I was like, I wonder how much colonization has gone through. So I carefully picked up the bag to look at the bottom to see if there was any colonization going on the bottom. And as soon as I did that, the bag broke up. Steam came out of this year, and then steam came out of this year, and I snorted a little out of my nose. This has been the bag that I've been tracking, that I want to show these great continuing pictures of, and the next thing you know, broken. Because Pops did what? Exactly what he tells everybody else not to do. Lost his patience. Picked up the bag to look at it before he should have. So, then I thought, that's bad news. That's all the bad news. The good news is, maybe I should have done that. Even though I've never been a break and shake guy, maybe I should have done that. Because guess what? After I did that, no more humidity on the front of the bag. All of that condensation area is gone. All of those grains are now, you can see them, they're all mixed in nice. So we ended up doing a break and shake when we didn't mean to. I have every confidence it's going to work. So now bag, this is still, that's day 11. When I post pictures, should I still keep posting pictures? Or should I consider it a failure since I broke the bag? What should I do? Do you guys want to see it still continue to grow as it was broken and colonizing? Should I still do that, or should we just, he blew it, broke the thing, try again? I feel like we should keep doing it, and then we can learn a little more about breaking and shaking. And I personally feel good about this bag right now. Even though my ego's like, oh no, my pictures are going to suck. I think that I'm really happy that I got rid of that condensation. And like Jesus Christ says, I should have been smarter this whole time. I should have been blaming Brock. Right? I should have told the story completely different. Okay? So we'll find out. That's our mycology lesson for today. No ego in mushrooms, Queenie. You're right. And yet there my ego was right in it. Oh, these pictures look great, man. You can see the growth. And now I'm just like, bloop, bloop, bloop. No more. But watch. I think they're going to colonize really fast. Because I didn't do a break and shake on another bag set up just like this. Started the same day and everything. So maybe I won't touch that one and we'll see what happens. Okay. Quick reading. That's a little mycology for the day. I'll post a picture of day 11 later today. Poor thing. He doesn't look anything like he did on day 10. Okay. Don't you like it when you can see it, Queenie? But I guess that's our ego. I guess. Let's do a quick reading and we'll get you guys going. Herbie, that's right. You may start out with ego, but if you keep your ego going, you're never going to be a good mushroom grower. You got to get out of it and realize you're as dumb as a rock and you got a lot to learn. And the shrooms are going to teach it to you. Okay? The angel of relationship. The angel seeing us is watching through other people's eyes. You know, in theology, there's a whole subject. There's demonology, which is a subset of theology, histology, angelology, where you're literally studying those particular parts of religion. What do different religions say about angels? Specifically, most often, most references to angels are done in the Bible, and the Torah. But angelology is actually a specialized field of study. In that angelology, we learned things like there's different kinds of angels. And these angels have, based off of literature, have different responsibilities even. They even look different. What's a cherub look like? Right? You know what a cherub looks like. That's a certain kind of angel. There's angels with 2 wings, and there's angels with 6 wings, according to the literature. And so if you want to become an expert at angels, start studying angelology. It's pretty fascinating in that there's literature about them, but there's so much literature that you have to wonder, are angels even real? I mean, there's a lot of literature about vampires, werewolves. So just because there's a lot of literature about something does not necessarily mean they're real. And yet it could mean they are. Can you imagine that? Angels. I often, through my growing up and then studying and trying to teach, I always wondered, are angels real? I think they are. I think they are. I don't think that they play half the games that we all, wonderful life stories or any of that. It's different. I had one experience in my life where I think it was an angel. I have one experience where I look at that and I'm getting goosebumps right now as it happened. I've had one experience where I think it was an angel. I had a flat tire, side of the road. Pretty deserted area. I get out of my car and I look up, and there was a guy standing there. Just a regular looking guy. He didn't look like an angel, and there were no wings. And I didn't see him as I was driving. And I just know, like, flump, 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 you got a fat, you're all stressed out, you're pulling over, blah, blah. I open up my car to get out. There the guy is standing there. Because you're going to need some help. Yeah, I know, but I don't even think I have a spare tire. Well, let's check. We open up, do I have a spare tire? Sure enough, I have a spare tire, but there's no air in it. So what good is it? The guy says to me, go ahead and remove the tire, the flat tire, and I'll get this one out of the trunk. I go, but it's no good. There's no air in it. He goes, there might be enough just to get you off the highway until your next spot. Let's try. I'd already given up. No air in it. Felt flat to me. This is a true story from heaven. I pull the tire off just about the time I get the old tire off. My new friend has taken the tire out of the trunk and he's rolled it over to me. And I go to lift it up to put it on the hub. And it's as strong and full of air as it could possibly be. Felt like he had just taken it to the gas station and came back. Freaked out. But I didn't really want to say anything. I need a tire. I tighten it back up. Thank you, man. Do you need a ride? No, I got it. I'm walking here. You sure? Oh, man, can I take care of you? He wouldn't take a tip. Nothing. True story. I don't want to leave him there, but I got to leave him there because that's what he wants me to do. No. I was walking along. I'm just keep walking. This is a true story. I get in my car and I'm driving away. I looked in my rearview mirror. I couldn't see anything. The goosebumps all the way up my arm right now. So, absolute truth. I think that I ran into an angel. I think that man was an angel, and somebody on the planet somewhere, some energy, decided Pops is getting a free tire. It's an absolute true story. An angel fixed my flat. Sorry it took me so long to tell the story, but I freak out when I tell it. Yeah, it freaks me out. Especially because it would be bad. It was enough that just somebody popped up there to help me. But literally, I don't know how he blew air into the tire, or he might have just done a zip zap and blew up I have no idea. He wouldn't let me watch. You go change the tire, I'll pull this one out. Next thing you know, the tire is in perfect condition. And then the guy, poof, disappears. Angels. Are you anybody's angel? We have about 3 or 4 minutes left here. Are you anybody's angel? Can you do some things and just boop, do it for them, but don't expect anything back? When we can look into each other, however briefly, without any agenda, or scheme, or desire, or need, something indescribable and essential makes us more than we are by ourselves. This is the difference between looking in a mirror and looking into the eyes of someone you love. It seems the angel of relationship can only appear when our heart pumps our eyes open. The angels appear when our hearts pump our eyes open. It is such a powerful feeling. Many times things can go wrong. I can feel an aliveness that I think is only in you because it has been awakened between us. So I might only want to be with you and thus abandon myself. Or you, feeling stirred way down in your depth, might be frightened by such a feeling and think it is I who poked you there. You might run away from the most beautiful thing that could ever come your way. But like the summer sun, this is a pretty line here. But like the summer sun that I chase to feel it set on my face, I am not it, nor is that sun me. Yet between myself and the sun rises an unrelenting beauty that no one can have, though we can't live without it. Angels are relationships. Angels are relationships. That angel expected nothing back from me, wouldn't take anything from me, had no expectations whatsoever except for to give a troubled traveler assistance. I don't know if it's his job to travel that road. I don't know if that's, I don't even know if it was signed to him by God or if he chose it. But I have a feeling that that guy's job is that road. That's what I really feel. Though if you're broken down on that road, there's Jesus, that angel and I had a relationship. I didn't expect anything from him. I had no idea he had the power to even help me. So I certainly didn't expect it. I expected I was going to have to call a tow truck. I believe that, Key-Red. So, study something about angels a little bit, and you'll find out some fascinating stuff that they don't teach it on the movies and the horror flicks. That's not angels. That is not angels. Roadside angel assistance. It didn't cost me a penny, Hawks. And what it actually has done is given me more faith. Faith in kindness, love, and relationships. Penny, you bring that. That'd be great. Let's do a final giveaway. Let's give one more giveaway here. I'm going to see you guys here. Don't start yet. I'm going to see you guys here tomorrow morning before we hit the road. My car, real quick, for the Mushfest people, Tad, who was our normal driver, Tad, usually I can count on him to chauffeur me and Brock. Tad had personal reasons that he wasn't going to be able to make this trip. We found out kind of late in the game, but that's nobody's fault. So what that meant was Pops had to get on the ball, and he had to put his car in the shop. I'm like that old guy that I don't want to drive 800 miles if the car's going to break. So I had to put my car in the shop and have them work on it. They called me yesterday. Here's the 800 things wrong with your car. Here's the price. It should be done. And they think it's going to be done this afternoon so we can hit the road. There's a part of me that's worried that mechanics sometimes tell you that a car is going to be ready and they have to wait an extra day. So I'm a little worried about that. I hope my car is ready. Either way, we're going to do the T show tomorrow morning here. And then if the car's ready, boop, we'll hit the road. And either we'll get down there as fast as we can tomorrow. Okay? So that's the deal. So we may not be pulling in there until a little bit later tomorrow evening, but maybe we got the temporary plate for it too, Badgie. So we're good there. And maybe, just maybe, I won't need an angel on my way down, right? The mechanics being my angel right now, right? So we'll be here tomorrow. I mean, we'll get down there tomorrow, but it'll be late, depending on the mechanic. Okay. One more quick question, real quick. Can I bring Ruff? I know one else can bring their dog. I know. I know one else. I know no one. I know everyone wishes they could, but I want to bring Ruff. Is that like what do they call it? Am I being privileged? Am I acting like I'm some special thing? I really don't want to act like that. But I also don't want to show up with my dog and everybody go, oh, there you're the only one. He told us we couldn't bring ours, but he'd bring his. Can I have a privilege, Ghastly? I want to bring Ruff. He wants to go. Wait for a second. He does. Carlotta, let me bring Ruff. He has a new outfit. He got himself a new outfit. He said he thought it might be a little cold there, so he got an outfit. Hip Kitty, you're right. There could be resentments, but I'm going to have to say that's going to be that person's problem. He went, moms, if mom says yes, that's practically a done deal. I look for moms for really being good with our rules and keeping us in line. Okay? But come on, man. He's got the outfit. It's Carhartt material. He's begging. Please let me go. I'll stay warm and I'll be good. I'm getting the feeling that it'll be okay if I bring him. Kieran, I get an exception. I don't want him to be alone for 4 days. I mean, he's not alone. Miss Rose will take care of him, but she won't take care of him like we will. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring it with him. I got enough permission here that I can bring him with me. Okay? Thank you, guys. Seriously, that's so cool. Yay! Hey, Ruff, come here. Ruffy, come. Come here, Ruff. Come here. Come here, come. Come. You want to say thank you? You want to say thank you? Hey, over here. Do you want to say thank you to everybody? Huh? What? Do you want to say thanks? Because they said yes. They said yes. Boop. Thank you, guys. I didn't do that. I was not trying to manipulate anybody. I wasn't trying to set it up like that. I really wasn't. I wanted permission. I wanted to make sure it was going to be reasonably cool with everybody. Okay? So, thank you. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Same much time, same much channel. And trust me, he's going to be really good. He'll just want to be loved by everybody. And he'll want to spend time with everybody, including Kim. Okay? I love you guys. Thanks. Ruff loves you too. See you guys tomorrow. Same much time. Same mush channel. Full notes. It's all one word. The Detroit Mush Lab. The Detroit Mush Lab.net. Oh, let's do a final giveaway. Nurs, you're right. Here we go. Final giveaway. Get out of here. Get out of here when you guess. I got a number. Go. I want to do one more giveaway. Go, go, go. Numbers, go, go, go. Let me put my glasses on. Woo! Ruffy gets to go. I'm so excited. Okay. Give me some numbers. Give me some numbers. Those of you that didn't run away. Give me some numbers. I can tell you it's between 40 and 50. Give me some numbers between 40 and 50. Yep, 40 and 50. I narrowed it down there for you. Between 40 and 50. I have to keep checking. 40 and 50. Healthy green, I'm not going to take any of those numbers because you can only put 3 on at a time. So you disqualified yourself there. You can put up to 3 numbers at a time. I still haven't seen it. There it is, Bob Johnson. Bob Johnson, 46 was the answer. 46. Believe it or not, that's a 46 right there, Bobby J. Okay? Bob Johnson. He's going to receive Bucky. We're going to send Bob, we're going to send this to you. Okay? So you're going to expect Bucky. No way, Bob. No way. I'm going to be sending you a 10-pack and an 8th. Okay? Bucky stays here. As long as his vanilla's squirting, he stays here. So, Bobby J, I expect an address from you today at the DetroitMushLab.net. Get out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry we ran so long, but not really. I love being here with you guys. Justin White and Jeffrey and Funny and Benny Ben and Marmars and Healthy and SSW and Jesus Christ in Cinnamon Land and Nipper and Carrie and Caitlin and Daniel and Maddie and Cleany and Bob and Alan and Caitlin and Daniel and Chris Opes and Healthy and Marilyn. Congratulations, Bobby J. And Funny and Bobby J. and T. Anderson and Ronnie Reed. Ronnie Reel. Healthy and Sharon, the Sparky Sparkerton. And Niframama and Chad Nerdy. And Shy, there's my guy. And Jolie, there's my girl. And Marilyn, hi Marilyn. And Penny Peck. Seeing you soon. Herbie Von Werby Kabop. I'm not telling anybody the bad news, Herbie. I'm not, because if we told him, no one would show up. It's all fake. Jackie Cat. Jesus Christ. Cleany Higgs. Have a beautiful day, Higgs. I love you. And Mom's Healthy. Leroy. Mini Matt. Bill Flynn. DV Boy. Bill D. Free. Tomorrow. Late. Ghastly 5280, Mike, Jonathan K. Nippy, Jimmy Max, JC, Carlotta. I can't wait. I got to bring Ruff. And we got permission, Carlotta, from the majority of the group. So we're in. Yay. Hair care. Matt, Daniel, Roy, T, Anthony, Carrie, Mikey, Caitlin was, Shy. I'm Shy anytime after 5, I think, 4 or 5 p.m. Jesus Christ, Michael Opios, Justin O'Kayman, Rosie, Ghastly Kieran. Thank you for being here. And yeah, that was a neat story. It was a true story. Jeffrey Hodgson, Hip Kitty, Jesus Christ, Justin, Mike, Ronnie, Daniel, Nurs, Mike, MDK, Deb, Paige, Hippie, MDK, Jesus Christ, Carlotta, and Larry. Pops, peace. Peace right in your eye. Pops, get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow.